According to Randy Cage, you do not create your future, you create your habits, and your habits create your future. And according to best-selling author Jim Rohn, your level of success can hardly exceed your level of personal development. As far as I'm concerned, capacity building and personal development in general is one of the most underrated concepts of all time. There are millions of youths out there, especially in Africa, that are roaming the street, living a life of poverty and mediocrity that they do not deserve because they depend on formal education. For these youths or for these individuals, their greatest asset is the certificate they got from the university. What a shame. These people depend on formal education, an education that ends when you finish school. When you finish school is actually when you need more education because now you're about to face life. You need a different kind of education that can help you to face real life challenges. And this kind of education is called self-education. Self-education never ends. It is about you building yourself. When you look at the list of the most successful people in the world, their greatest secret is not formal education or a certificate. Their secret is self-education. So self-education gives you the real life skills required to solve real life problems. We're talking about mindset development, mastering the greatest asset God has given to you, which is your mind. The poor people are slaves to their minds. The rich people or the successful folks out there, they are masters of their minds. We're talking about emotional intelligence because money is emotional. You have to know how to master your emotions. All right, talking about financial literacy, you've got to know how money works. Otherwise, you'll be a slave to money all your life. This is self-education. We're talking about communication skills, public speaking. According to Les Brown, when you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. It doesn't matter how talented you are or how gifted you are. If you don't have good communication skills, you will not be able to even get married because you cannot communicate. You cannot even sell yourself to your life partner. That's why communication skills is so essential. We have people skills, the psychology of human beings. How can you get anybody to do anything? This is self-education. We're talking about winners' habits, those habits of success. There are habits that will lead you only to failure. So if your habits include laziness, procrastination, comfort zone, addicted to social media, jumping from WhatsApp, Instagram to Facebook, back to WhatsApp again, addiction to sleep, Netflix, if these are your daily habits, your village people don't need to waste time on your matter, because you're already programming yourself for a life of mediocrity and failure. Because these things I've mentioned, they're called enemies of success. And so when you see what the successful folks out there are doing, they're focusing instead on building consistency, building discipline. They're focused on trainings, they're focused on reading, anything that is going to build their mind. And so these are habits of success. And so we talk about winners' habits. These things are not taught in school, but this is what we call self-education. And for me, the two greatest self-education that you can have is consistency and discipline. If you look at the most successful folks out there, the richest folks out there, if you will, whatever success means to you, two things that they all have is discipline and consistency. Now, if you look at the low achievers, most of the low achievers, most of the poor people out there, two things they lack is discipline and consistency. These things are not taught in school. This is why you should never joke with capacity building and personal development, because it doesn't matter how anointed you are or how gifted you are or everything God has willed for you to be in this life. If you don't build a capacity, if you don't build discipline, consistency, you are going to die in mediocrity, die in poverty, even though you are the most anointed person in the world. Another very important education that is not taught in school is time management, because our greatest asset is our time. How you spend your time is what has brought you to where you are. The rich people invest their time in high leverage activities, while the poor folks invest their time in low leverage activities. And so how you choose to spend your time eventually is who you become. Listen guys, I am that guy. I was born in one of the poorest villages in the whole of Nigeria. I spent my entire early years selling. Up till the age of 16, I was selling on the street. Every morning I would go sell before I go to school, and every evening I'm off to the street again to go and sell just to support family. This is the condition I was bettered into. But capacity building changed everything for me. I spent my entire 20s building capacities. Once I managed to get to the university, within the age of 20 to 30, I was able to learn how to sing, learn how to play the guitar. I was able to learn 4 international languages. Today I speak fluently French, English, Italian, and Spanish. I can't even begin to tell you what capacity building has done for me, guys. Thanks to these languages I speak today, I'm the official interpreter of the Italian embassy here in Abuja. I have interpreted in countless French embassies here in Abuja and beyond. I have also been honored by the Edo State government as an international guest during a meeting with some of the top government officials from Italy to come and sensitize women on sex trafficking in Benin City. I can go on and on. I have built businesses, I have trained thousands of leaders all over the world, public speakers in different countries, different continents of the world, organizing conferences. I have traveled to different countries of the world. Thanks to capacity building, I have had lots of adventures, not just learning languages, but doing exploits I never imagined I could do in my entire lifetime. I have also built a reputation for myself as a renowned international MC, where I've MC'd with some very big names internationally. Some of my co-MCs have actually been broadcasters from CNN.
I'm beyond excited to be here, but I'm not here alone tonight. The other side of the world, that is Casey from Abuja, Nigeria.
Hi, Helen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can guarantee you, we're about to take you on a ride that is unforgettable, on a ride that is going to change the course of your life. Helen, I am excited, I am expectant, and I cannot wait to listen to everything we have in store tonight.
Wow, yes, Casey, we have been waiting for this moment almost 6 months, yes?
Why am I sharing all of this with you? It's not to brag about my achievements. It's to share with you. Look at my background. Up to 16, I was selling on the street. I studied English language, guys, in the University of Abuja. I could have, been comfortable with studying English in university, but I went beyond that to build so many capacities. And for me, the greatest capacity I have built in my life is consistency and discipline, because that pushes me every single day. Even right now, I know that I'm just beginning. I'm just in chapter 1.0. But when you build discipline, build consistency, when you build capacity, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Even if you don't have any talent whatsoever, building capacity is going to help you, open you up to a world that you never imagined could belong to you. When I was young, I never imagined that I could achieve any form of success because I felt limited by the kind of family I was born into. But that's what capacity building can do for you. And that is why I invite you sincerely to come and be a part of Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We help people to become the best version of themselves. We help you to acquire the daily habits, the routines, the mindset, and the belief system of the most successful people in the world. Even if you are a chronic procrastinator, if you are a hopelessly lazy person, come to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. We're going to transform your lives. Our dream is to build trainers in every city of the world. Not just trainers that will come here to earn themselves lots of money. Our most important interest is to build some of the best public speakers, some of the best leaders, the most disciplined, the most consistent, the most amazing people all over the world. We want to build a community of people that are willing to change their lives and to change the world. And so if your dream is to become the best version of yourself, if it is your dream to build your capacity and realize your highest potential, becoming the greatest, the happiest, and the most unstoppable version of yourself, I welcome you to Becoming the Greatest You Academy. I will see you at the top.